Hi friends, welcome in, welcome in. Please ignore my PNG tuber not being there. It was here a sec. Hey, there we go. It was here a second ago. Welcome in, everyone. I'm so sorry I'm running a teeny tiny bit behind. We're still in time completely for our slot, but Palia decided to take everyone out with them and would not open. So it just was not having a good day. So it took out OBS, so I had to restart start it again. But everything else was set up, so it was kind of tea. So I can only apologize about that. I'm not really sure what the problem is, actually. So I'm hoping Palia will open. If not, we will pivot. We can and we will pivot away from Palia and play something else because it just keeps not opening and I'm a bit worried about it. We're going to try it once and then like if it's a no-go, then we'll pivot. Maybe we'll play some Thrifty Business, actually. Maybe we'll play that. But I think basically I'm not really sure what the problem is, to be honest. I was gonna go into a whole detail about what the problem is. I'm like, I don't actually know. Like, don't actually know. I don't actually know what the tea is. I think it was complaining of space, storage-wise, but I have got storage left, so I'm like, listen, you know, I'm unsure what the tea is, to be honest with you. Like, I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, I'm not seeing a huge issue with space per se. So I'm not entirely sure if that is the problem or not, but listen, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. We shall in fact see. I have taken off a couple of things just in case it was that, but I'm like, listen, I think it's okay. I think it's okay now. Like, it's saying in my storage that I have, like, room. So I'm presuming it's not that, but we'll give it a go. Like, I've got room left in my... I mean, both drives, I have room. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know what the tea is and what the journey is, but we are just going to try Palia again. I don't think it's going to take out OBS again. That was kind of, I think, on me. But we're going to try Palia again and hopefully it loads in and allows us to do so. If not, we will pivot and I'll change the whole function. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing so well today. Thank you so much for being here. We are doing a little Sunday stream because we're part of the dc3, the Disabled Content Creators Collective Disability Pride Month raid train again. We are on our second slot, which is super fun. I'm so excited and happy that I get to have a second slot, which is always really cool. So I'm very, very grateful and happy about that and excited for the function. We're going to have a nice little chill time. Should be a good time. And yeah, we're just going to vibe. But I hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. Okay, so we got further. We got way further than I got previously. We didn't get no chapter last time, listen. So I'm thinking, whatever the problem was, I often do think that when I'm getting ready to stream, surely my PC, like, is not happy because I'm opening up like 4 billion programs at once. And I'm like, I wouldn't be happy if it was me. So I'm like, listen, I often wonder if that's the case. And I am kind of suspicious that that might be the case, why things aren't so happy at the beginning. But then they always seem to, like, sort themselves out. So I'm like, listen, I think we're vibes. I think we are, in fact, vibing. But I'm excited to do some Palia. Obviously, if it works, fingers crossed. Everyone keep your fingers crossed. If not, we'll do Thrifty Business, which is also very fun vibes. And I've done a wee bit of work in it, but not loads. This isn't looking super promising, is it? Oh, listen! I hear the Palia noise. I hear things. Things do be happening. Let's see how we go. But we can hear the Palia noises. So that's good. That is in fact good. I have been having a couple more crashes on Palia. Let me know if anyone else has. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I do know that I am getting to the point where I probably should be thinking about upgrading my PC in terms of space. Just for, like, peace of mind, really, honestly. Just for peace of mind. But I'm not going to think about that right now because it's not really something that I can consider at the moment. I don't know if the PC RAM crisis is over now, in which things don't cost as much money, but listen. Come on, Palia, I can feel you. I can feel you happening. I know it's going to happen. I mean, the music's playing and it's actually open. It's just taking a while to load. But again, I have had this, and I've heard a couple of other people who've had, like, kind of semi-similar. I know all you can see is a black screen, but I promise, like, on my... Hey, let's go. I can see me. I see me, my character, my friend. That's very good. What I might even do is chuck the settings onto like medium or something, to just make it as less unhappy as possible. But I hope everyone's doing well. We've had a chill weekend as per usual, of course. Very relaxing energy. We are fundraising as well, friends. All of this month, and we still have quite a while to go. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'll address the elephant in the room. I got the Zeki's Loyalty Club. A friend who will not be named gifted it to me, which is very kind of them. And the Zeki's Club is where you get basically like palia coins every day for like 30 days or something. I believe, question mark, is how it goes. So you kind of, if you log in daily, it's worth tea. And I've been logging in multiple times a day, daily. So, but thank you. That was very kind. I think we'll just put it on medium. I'd never know if I have to... oh, I think he wants me to restart on my earliest convenience. Oh, putting it on medium was actually a mistake. Because I'm a ghost now. I think... give it a minute to cook. Let Palia cook a minute. Oh my god, that was horrible. There was no head for a minute. Let Palia cook. Welcome in. Thank you so much for your raid. How are you doing? Welcome, friends. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome in from the dc3. How was your stream, friend? I hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much for the lovely raid. I appreciate you so much. I hope you are all doing very well and having a nice Sunday, wherever in the world that y'all are. It was fun. This is what we love to see. Sorry, just taking a little sip of my drink. This is what we love to see, but welcome in. I'm so glad you had a fun stream. If you would like to let us know what you are up to, feel free, but also if you need some time to de-stream, feel free to raid and fade. You are absolutely all good and valid to do that here. I'm doing good today. I'm going good today. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the PNG tuber. It's my little buddy. It's my little friend. I love my PNG tuber so much. I've been a big fan of it. I love just being a silly little seal. Sometimes we take the form of a human, sometimes we're a seal. Of late, it's been quite a lot of seal, but kind of almost like a Selkie energy, if people know what Selkies are. They're kind of mythical creatures where they're human, but they can transform into their true form of a seal. And I'm like, that's me. That's me. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. For anyone who maybe hasn't been here before, my name is Flynn. I am a variety / hyperfixation streamer. I kind of just feel the vibes out of my brain and what we're feeling. At the moment, it's been a lot of palia, but I also really enjoy indie games and demos. We've been playing a little bit of Thrifty Business, which has been really fun. Also just... I was going to say, what am I saying? I don't even know. My brain is not engaged. You can tell my meds have not kicked in yet for my ADHD at all. But yeah, we play lots of like indie stuff. I like demos. Now and again, we do co-working / art stuff as well. But whatever we end up playing, it's always very chill and vibe and stuff like that. Very lurker friendly, neurodivergent friendly, all of that good stuff. Oh, a new game called Creature Kitchen. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. We love to see it. We love to support creatures in kitchens. We love. I love supporting streamers and meeting new people. Oh my god, hell yes. Supporting people who have disability. Hell yes. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So lovely to have you with us. So lovely. We're a very chill, coexisting kind of space here. I always kind of bill my streams as just come and coexist with me in this world that's sometimes overwhelming and stressful at times, but just come and coexist and vibe and stuff. Thank you so much for the follow, sweet friend. All our follows are anonymous as well. So never ever feel any pressure to chat. If you want to lurk in the background, that is tea, that is fine. We are very, very chill here and very, very laid back. So you do what is most comfortable for yourself. I love that. Oh my god, do you know the game? I feel like I need to get on this. I feel like I haven't heard of Creature Kitchen that I know of. But again, my brain is kind of in that pending loading symbol phase of the day. Before, you know what I mean? Like, before just before it kind of settles in, do you know what I mean? Before we get kind of like locked and loaded. But yes, thank you so much everyone for being here. If anyone is just going to lurk in the background, absolutely valid and fine. You are all good. Please definitely do that and take care of yourselves. Make sure you're getting snacks, hydrating, stretching if you're able to, and all that good stuff. And thank you for being here. We're going to be doing palia, and we're going to be hunting Jack Cat plushies again. I was thinking about doing fish. Now, listen, I'll tell y'all the tea. I was going to be doing fishing, okay, because there's a new event that's just started called Paws versus Moors, and I forgot, and I was like, oh great, we'll fish for some sharks, and then I totally forgot that you have to finish this entire track before you unlock the ability to catch them in the Highlands, and I was like, oh, whoopsies. So I was like, oops, I haven't got there yet. Just waking up. We love to see it. EP Brain speaking too loud is so real. Is so real. I'm very much in that space myself right now. I completely relate to you. But yeah, we were going to do some fishing. And then I was like, haha, JK. I haven't finished the thing. So I haven't unlocked the shark. Technically, you can fish for sharks elsewhere as well. I don't know if these people... Are these people hunting this? I'm going to release this, friend. I'm going to release it. Release! Do these people want to get hit in? I don't know. Help. Are they just mining? I hate this. I hate this. I don't know socially what to do. I think they've gone. They have, in fact... No, one of them's still here, but maybe they went hunting. Listen. I'm all about just doing what we can, and if people join in, they join in. If not, that's totally fine and valid. I don't want people to miss out on stuff, you know? But we were going to do some fishing. And you can fish in other areas, technically, but the new area in the game is the Highlands, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I spend all of my time here. And when I say all of my time, I mean literally all of my time. Like, well, there was another one over here. But I was like, you know what? Okay, what we'll do then instead is we will carry on our Jack Cat hunting expedition. So these are Jack Cats, and you can get plushies of them. And I'm starting a little animal shelter for them. Oh my god, do you play on Switch? If so, like, thoughts and prayers. Like, thoughts and prayers. I was a PC player first, and I do have a Switch, and I tried it on Switch. And tears rolled down my face. Oh my gosh, I could not get to grips with it. I couldn't get to grips with it at all. I think it's like, I don't know about anybody else, but I find, I mean, it's laggy, but it's also the keybinds. I feel like there's so many of them, and I find it quite hard to be kind of actually holding my Switch or holding at least the Joy-Cons and then trying to remember all the different keybinds for like how to get, you know, your tool wheel out, how to do your emotes. And I'm like, and then there's so many other ones, like, you know, and I just found it too overwhelming. I just couldn't do it. As much as I tried, I just couldn't. Hunting, oh my oh my god, hunting on Switch is ridiculously hard. Oh my goodness. I could not get to grips with it, and honestly, I kind of low-key gave up a little bit for it. And it's sad. Like, again, I have no idea how hard it is. I imagine it's so hard to port things onto Switch. But it's just kind of sad. I feel for people who only have it via that, maybe. I know it's on other platforms too, right? Question mark? Of course, you're all good. You're all good. Thank you so much for popping in to say hi. I very, very much appreciate you being here. Valid. I think if you're maybe more used to the like keybind situation, I think I low-key forgot, really. Like when I was younger, I used to I didn't have like, you know, any of the classic consoles. The only thing I had was a Wii. And as we all know, the Wii is something different. And I didn't have like a pro controller that I used per se, really. So we just used the Wii remote. And obviously it's a very different configuration. So it's like I wasn't really used to it as much. So the only games I played with the Joy-Con on my Switch previously have been like Mario Kart and stuff like that. Oh, Slay, you like that? Nice. Good to know, actually. It's kind of like a lot of people have the same thing with DBD, I fear, as well. Hello, Fox. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Yeah, I feel like also thank you so much, everyone, for grabbing your daily fishies. I feel like a lot of people were the same. They were like, oh, it just depends. It depends where you started. Like, keyboard and mouse is impossible if you started on console, and vice versa. I've never tried it with a controller. I was pretty ass enough with the keyboard, so I feel like I don't think I need to know how bad I would be on controller. Like, I don't play anymore, so... What am I... Oh my god, it's right here. I'm so silly. No, honestly, so valid, because when I first started playing... Oh my god, when I first got my PC even, what was it that I was playing? Was it maybe Halo or something? I can't remember what it was. It might have been Halo. I used to play Halo a little bit. And I really struggled a lot with the keyboard and mouse because I just couldn't get it. And then when it clicked, it clicked. And I was like, oh, T. I was like, oh, okay, I got this now. And there's no way I'd be able to play it with controller. Like, I think that's honestly the reason, like, I was going to buy myself a controller for PC, just so I had it if I wanted it. For games, you know, certain games are like, we recommend don't recommend console, we recommend like a controller per se rather than keyboard. So I was like, oh, I should be prepared. But then I never got one. And I think it's just because I just got so used to doing keyboard and mouse. What time is it actually? I was thinking about doing the crab event, but I've only got 95 of those. So I'm like, listen, I don't know if I don't think I really have the vibes for that, to be honest. I think what we'll do is we'll go around here and just have a little scout for bright shrooms as well. Honestly valid. Honestly, that's so real. But it's better on Switch too. That's really interesting. I'm glad that there's maybe been some work done there in terms of maybe optimizing it a wee bit better. I feel like it's maybe... I might be wrong, but I feel like Palia is maybe in a unique situation in which they have ported it onto stuff while it's still technically in beta. Technically, obviously, it's been in beta for quite a long time now. Is that... No, okay, it's just a rock. There's not a guarantee of bright shrooms here, but I was like, well, just check. But I feel like maybe it's because, like, I don't know if they bit off more than they can chew with it in terms of porting it onto stuff, but I also don't really know what their plan is by keeping it in beta for, like, forever, essentially. Okay, there's no bright shrooms, but I'll just see, there looks like a couple of jack cats over here. Yeah, I think so. I think, honestly, like I was always quite confused with Palia just in general because I was like, oh, it's technically still in beta, but it has been in beta for like, I mean, obviously they had like I think they had a closed beta, did they? And then they definitely had an alpha. I knew some people in the alpha, but I can't remember if they had a closed, which I imagine they do. But now obviously it's open beta, but it's kind of an odd situation because I don't really describe it as early access. It's just described as beta. Like, they don't really... It's not really, like, on the loading screen, I think it just says beta underneath, you know? Yeah, I think they're just going to keep updating until they're fully satisfied with it. And I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like in Palia it's become a meme, to be honest with you. Yeah, Palia is still in beta, believe it or not. It is still in beta. Also, hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well today. It is technically still in beta. It's on the title screen. It's got it just underneath the thing. And I'm like... Like, I used to think, you know, maybe they're just going to keep it in beta. Now, and when I say used to think, I mean years ago, because it has been in beta, like, over 2 years. I used to think, oh, they're going to keep it in beta for a while they iron out kind of like the really core bugs, you know? As in, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, you know, how sometimes, like, you know, maybe things don't load in, you know, or people get stuck and things. Like, those kind of, like, core ones. Oh my god, pretty horse. But those haven't been ironed out either, so I don't really know, actually. Obviously, I don't fully know the inner workings of the Palia team and what their... Listen, what their plans are there, but it is still in beta. But it has kind of become a bit of a meme, I think. The fact that it does work, but it's just a little bit wibbly-wobbly sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it does work, but there is times where it is still quite wobbly, you know? And don't really know how to feel about that. Like, I really like the game, but I'm out of my era of just defending everything. I'm like, yeah, it could be less buggy. That would be great. You know, less things could break every time it patches, but I have no idea how much is in the inner workings of a game of this size, I suppose, in like an open world game. Like, I'm not part of game dev world, so I have no idea. It's made in Unity, and that's all I know. And I don't really know anything else per se, really. But yeah, I just don't know what the plan is. They've kind of just not spoken about it for a while. The fact that it's in beta. I swear I just saw a goal. Did I just make that up? Oh no, wait, it's here. Yeah, I feel like there must be a lot, you know. I feel like there must be a lot because it's all the environment building. Obviously, they've come out with multiple new areas, which also is like really, I feel like a different model. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just going to check back here in case any more have spawned in. Bright. Oh, it's not a magic one. Is it magic? Is it magic one that's also a mask one? I can never tell. I don't think it is. It is. That is one. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're just kind of quietly like not saying anything about the fact that it's in beta. But I'm like, like Palia has multiple maps now. Do you know what I mean? It has Kilima and Bahari, the default ones. Then it's got the Elder Woods, and now obviously it's got the Royal Highlands. And they've added in like so many different things. They've got mounts now. They've got ranching. Like they've added in a lot that you wouldn't expect from a beta. So I'm wondering if they're just going to keep the beta label, and it's kind of almost like a loosey-goosey thing. It's like it's not open beta, it's not closed beta, it's just beta. You know what I mean? So it's obvious that there's been a lot of work put into it, you know, and they're just maybe taking a slightly different route with it. And also, I guess by having the beta label, it kind of takes the pressure off them confirming it's a full release at any point, giving themselves a little bit of lax, I suppose, which, you know, I can't say is a bad thing. I can't think it's a bad thing. I feel like they listen to people, which is tea, you know. It is honestly just part of the same. It's like, what am I going to play today? Palia Beta. Like, honestly real. But I'm very grateful for the game, honestly. I took a big hiatus. I'm not really sure. You know what? I'm not sure where I'm off to. Yeek. I'm going to turn around and go up here and see if there's any more bright shrooms on this, not this section we've been to, but there's a different bit here. I feel like I'm just doing this. I'm really sorry if anyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm forgetting to like say, I'm going here to see if there's some bright shrooms. There may also be some jack cats too. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's just part of their thing. And it's like, I took a big break from it for a while because I was just getting really overwhelmed. I think, to be honest, like I just found everything about the game too overwhelming, and like the community around it too was just becoming really overwhelming. And I just needed a break. I was like, I can't deal with it. And then now I'm like, well, fully back into it. Like my hyperfixation has completely returned now, which is honestly really cool. I'm grateful for that because I feel like I was lacking in a game that I was really fixated on, like super fixated on. And when I don't have a fixation, I just feel a bit like flat. So it's nice to have this. Okay, what are we doing now? Let me think. We could, you know what we could do? We could loop to the campsite and then loop to the other campsite and then take stock, because we're probably going to have to return back for some arrows. Okay. I'm glad other people do it. I'm like, I feel like it's not like you learn how to stream, because I just started streaming one day randomly and was just like yapping as I played Minecraft. But like I do forget sometimes that like the game may not be familiar to everybody. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. I think it's honestly nice to have that break from a game for a wee bit and then come back, because it like renews. Like when I got back into Paleo, I was like, oh my god, I missed it so much. Like I got really like seeing the Highlands for the first time. We're gonna leave you alone. We're leaving you alone. When I saw the Highlands for the first time, because it's like very much, it's got kind of like a Celtic inspiration to it and stuff. I felt very like emotional about it. How late was I playing Bay last night? Are these not meant to have respawned by now? Wait, how late was I playing Palia last night? Genuinely, I'm not sure now, because these haven't respawned. I would have thought they respawned by now. I guess not. It's not. You know what? That's low-key actually really funny. I guess I must have been playing Palia at like maybe, I don't know, 11:30 or something? I don't know. And I'm like, lol. These haven't respawned back yet. Like, it looks dug up because I dug it up, but I guess... Yeah, I don't know what... It must be 24 hours. I was always of the opinion it was like 12. I'll check the other one, but I'm pretty confident. That's really funny. I mean, I would have been like, probably like maybe, oh, I don't know, like 11 last night at the latest. Half 11 if I pushed it. So I guess that's over 12 hours, but nowhere close to 24. Wait, what the hell? Okay, something's going on here because I got this yesterday as well, but this is now back. Maybe when we come back from going to our housing plot and come back, another one will spawn in. Because I'm like, well, this one's here, so... It's obviously... And this is the same location it was at previously, too. So I'm like, who knows? I was like, oh, yeah. It made sense. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess it hasn't respawned yet. Didn't even consider that could be a thing. And then... Shabam! That one's obviously... So, yeah, maybe when we come back... Because I think what I'll need to do is go and, like, actually... We got some bright shrooms. We have... Oh, 4's not very good. Okay. Pivot. Pivot instead, because 4 is not enough. I'm gonna go to here, the amphitheatre, to see if there's any here. And then there's an area nearby that I will also check as well. Because damn do I need some. Just gonna check. I see 1. I see 2! Okay, this is good. Sometimes there's none, so I'm, like, really happy with that. There might be one around the corner, but it's very unlikely, I fear. Is that? That is a bug, right? Just double checking. It is a bug, yeah. Okay, but 2 extra is good. Basically, with hunting, it's just a constant hunting, but also making sure you have bright shrooms. I do just use dispel arrows. To be honest, there is not really anything stopping me just making iron ones, and I might even start doing that because I'm like, I don't like swapping between the arrows, because when you have your bow here, I can't do it at the moment because I haven't got arrows to swap between, but you would be able to do this and swap between them, and I find it really difficult to do. I'm like, I just literally can't do it. Like, fast, you know what I mean? Like, quickly when I need to. So I've just been using dispels, but obviously they are completely determined by how many... That, I swear that one is a magic one. I've only got 38 arrows, but it should be Oh, no, is it not? I thought this one was a magic one. It's not. Just a flipping midnight one in disguise. One in disguise. Sobbing. I know, I'm so sorry. Whenever it starts at 0. I've had the actual developers of Mix It Up also not sure why it's like that. So oh, wait, is this a magic one? Hold on a minute. Bonus? Or maybe that wasn't a magic one. Honestly, who knows? Sometimes it's hard to tell because if they have the masks on, it's a little bit, like, unsure. Thank you so much, everyone, for grabbing your daily fishies. Very much appreciated. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh god, I can imagine on the Switch it must be upsetting. Like, I can't even think. Oh my god, Lynette. An unfortunate pull for you there again. You've got a matcha latte with 90% milk. Wait. Oh, okay. What we messing with here? Sub in. Happy Disability Pride Month there. Heck yes, we absolutely love to see it. Hope everyone has been having a good month so far. I feel like the month has been pretty good. Pretty good, I fear. Also, yes, friends, a reminder as well, we are fundraising for Scope, which is a disability charity based in the UK. We are fundraising for them. They are a really great charity, really great organisation. They do a lot of really amazing and good work for fighting for better equality and inclusion. Oh my god, sorry. Suddenly had a sneeze coming, but it's evaporated, so we're all good. But yeah, they do a lot of really good work for fighting for, yeah, better equality, visibility, and also obviously inclusion for disabled people in the UK. But as I always say, the knock-on effects around the world are very much known. If one country makes differences, it does have a knock-on effect to other countries, you know, which is always tea. Partner's birthday, so yay for July! Oh my god, heck yes! Yeah, happy birthday to your partner. I hope they have a really good day, whatever they are up to doing. I swear I saw another one, but I think I think I just got a little bamboozled in the sauce there. I don't actually think I see one now. And we have 3 arrows left. But that was a good amount of bright shrooms. So I think we're happy enough. I'll use my fast travel to just go back to my house. And all that good tea. Sorry, I completely forgot the second bit of it. No, literally, I'm always bamboozled. I feel like I was going to say, oh, on stream I'm less bamboozled, but not really. I'm just getting caught in 4K, really. The amount of times I run somewhere and then instantly do a 180 and I'm like, wait, what was I even doing? It's something I thought may have improved with my ADHD medication, but it hasn't really touched the sides. But I can live with it. I can live with it. Let's see what we're doing. Oh. See, I thought I would been really sensible and put loads of stuff into smelt yesterday. Oh, I've got 12. To be fair, I have some in my storage, so maybe that's where I was being sensible. Thank you so much for the donation, friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, my nose. So sorry. Let me get you a sticker in the journal. And actually, first off, let's get your name on the board. Let's get your name on the board. Again, what are you doing? Thank you so much. Guys, as a team, we're almost at 2K, if you can see. I'm personally focusing on team goal, just because, I don't know, because I am. I don't know. See, I'm thinking, I think I should be able to just duplicate your name. If I just copy and paste it back in. I think, question mark. Yes. I could have put, you know what, I could have put a ×2. I could have put a ×2, that would have also been T, right? But this also works, Let's slide you into the donation names and make sure that's locked and loaded in place. Thank you so much. I replaced stickers on face with sticker and journal because I'm not able to like promise being on stream, you know, like I wish I was able to promise, but I'm just unfortunately not. Right. So the stickers I'm going to be using are these little cute, they're like little fairy creatures. What I will do is I'll try and take a picture, and again, I apologize I'm not on camera. Which one are we going to do? They're all like they're fairies and dragons. So some of them are like fairy wings, some of them are more dragon friends. This dragon one is speaking to me. It's like a little chonky friend. It's blue with like little wings, and it's got this like long kind of antenna almost. I'm going to use these ones because I've been looking for an excuse. I know, but I'm like, I must apologize for simply existing. I'm like, it's innately within me. It's innately within me. Right, let's write you down, friend. And of course, you will also be going in the thank you card to Scope. We are going to be sending a thank you card to Scope with, well, like a card to Scope that's thanking all of the donors. And it will have everyone's names in and stuff. And towards the end, obviously, of the month, I will share that with you. I'm not responsible for it. The lovely Lou is sorting that out. Who kind of got us all together, which is amazing, and tea. But yeah, oh my gosh, I can't even believe. Are you? If not, sorry. Yeah, I do live in the UK. You're valid on that. Technically, I'm Irish, but I've lost my accent, which is devastating. It's devastating. But yes, technically I have dual citizenship. Also, what happens if you're... I actually don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. What happens if you have dual citizenship, but then one of them expires? Like, I don't know how that works. Am I still a citizen of that place because I don't have it, the passport? I actually don't know. I actually do not know. But definitely Irish, born in Ireland, not by descent though. My parents are both English, very, very originally Scottish, but English. But I was born in Ireland, as was my brother, so we're Irish, and we have citizenship of the country. They don't, which is wild, but it means I have a lovely little EU passport. Hell yeah, which I do not travel on my other one, but also because I think it might be expired now. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's like the citizenship is still valid. I think you can revoke citizenship though, so I'm like, but then I'm also like, I can't really do that because Like, with how the UK is, like, I might get kicked out, to be honest. Thank you so much for the lurkies. I appreciate it. Right, we have some iron going. But I also have some iron that I did smelt, which is tea. Oh, a fish juice. God, the pools haven't been good today, have they? We've had fish juice and a really bad matcha latte as our pools. Oh, no. I want to find out what mine is. I'm not sure if I'm ready for it, to be honest. Let's see. It's going to be a fix if I get something really good. Double fish juice, are you joking? Double fish juice. You can't make it up. You can't make that up. Not during Disability Pride Month. A double fish juice? No. Diabolical. Listen. Yeah. It's not the good fish juice. It's like... I don't even know, like... You know, like at the bottom of a fish bucket. Stop it. I put some funny ones in there. Because I was like... Just for the silly ha-has, really. Also, I have no space for any of these things. Do these masks... Can I... Can't even fit these in. I have a real storage issue. I might even just bring these beanbag... 800... Never mind. We won't bring those with us. They are too valuable. I can't remember what this is for. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I can sell. Oh, someone got a boba at least. Yes. Let's go. Okay, we're just going to bring the heather tea with us, and then we can chuck the 2 masks in, and that will do. Technically, we'll be using a bit of our iron now, so that'll take a tiny bit more space up, but we vibe in. We're going to just make as many dispel arrows. I think we can make 10 batches. Yeah, because we're limited by those. I haven't had boba in so long. No, for real. Oh, no. Water that's been left on your bedside table for over a month? Yikes! Wow, we're getting some real rogue ones today. We're really pretty much getting all the you're joking. You're joking. Triple fish juice? Diabolical times at the function. Diabolical times. Right, I think that's not really a lot of food, is it? This is true. This is true. Listen, at least if you have it in a decent bottle, you know, then it's tea, you know, at least if it's in like an open glass where it's like, oh, I can't even, that's so grim. Honestly, real. I don't know how to get the jade chest either, actually. I do fear, so I've been putting it off massively, as in I've completely refused to do it. I've got the main story quest. Everyone make sure you take your meds, heck yes. Yeah, Palia is saying I don't fish enough, and Palia is right. It's my least thing. Hell yes. Everyone make sure you're taking your medication, please. Hell yes. But yeah, I've refused to do the main quest because I can't be bothered. I'll do it on my off time, but there's no way I'm doing it on stream because it's just so much writing. Can't be bothered, but I think I might actually need that. I've got the recipe for jade bar. I can do jade bars, but I don't know how to do the chest. And I'm thinking... I'm thinking that it might be something to do with the main quest. I need to do it. You get it from the chat. Oh, okay, tea. So I still haven't finished my artifacts as well, and I also can't do Bareko. So what I'm hearing is I really should do that main quest at one point. But tee-hee, not today. Tee-hee, absolutely not. We're gonna go buy some food because I definitely don't have enough things to make food with, and I usually don't bother cooking in failure either. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear me eating. I'm eating my cereal bar like a hamster. So I do apologize if you can hear me chewing. I don't think you can, but it's a crunchy cereal bar. Yay for sustenance. Everyone make sure you get sustenance, please. Sustenance alarm here. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, sorry for existing again. I know, literally. I can't stop, like, saying sorry. I say it all the time when Mum gets really annoyed. She doesn't really get annoyed at me, she's just kind of annoyed that I feel like I have to, you know? And I kind of know deep down I don't need to apologize for everything. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel it. More and more I've kind of realized, like, when I was in therapy as well, like, I've realized that, like, a lot of it is kind of tied in a little bit to my neurodivergent brain, as well as just, like, a lot of people-pleasing that I've done over the years and stuff, in which I'm, like, desperate for people to like me. because I've had issues in the past or something, you know? I'm here. Is that sword just floating? Is that normal? I don't need to repair this. I'm not really sure what's brought me here. I think it's kind of like a sword in the stone situation. Oh, 100%, 100%. I'm the same. Like, I will very much say sorry instead of excuse me. I'm like, sorry, sorry. No, honestly real. Honestly real. I don't... This sword... Someone tell me the sword isn't usually here. Have I just completely missed this the whole time? Sometimes Sifu's here, like actually working on something, but this sword's just here, but I felt very drawn to it for some reason. Yeah, I feel like it is kind of a culture shock, I think. Like I've definitely found like I will pretty much say sorry for absolutely anything, even if it's not even vaguely to do with me or my fault. I will say it anyway, and it is almost like, for me, it feels almost like I can't stop myself saying it, you know? I think it does come from, like, friendship trauma and having just, like, not the best of, like, friends growing up and stuff that made you feel like you needed to apologize. Yeah, I was thinking, like, a secret's usually there, so I was like, is it just a glitch? Because they're heading there now, technically, so I was like, maybe it's just a glitch in which, you know, Sifu has just not reached there yet, but for some reason the sword is already there. I'll buy something from Zeki as well. What did I do? What did I do? What am I going to buy? Is there anything that I would actually use? We do? Is it because I didn't talk to Rev? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's valid. Now I'm gonna say it now. It is for my animals. Does it make it better or not? Does it make it better or not? It's valid if it doesn't make it better. But I buy nicer food for myself, and then I buy cheap lettuce soup. Because I'm like, my animals don't need the fancy stuff. Yeah, I thought I had pebbles. Just gonna chuck them here so we don't actually have them in my inventory. See, I thought you were gonna say diabolical. I didn't actually talk to Ref. Or give them a present. I imagine lettuce soup is. I don't know what, I don't know anything about lettuce soup. To me, it sounds like a sensory nightmare. I don't like that. Because surely it's just very wet and soggy. I can kind of get behind in, like, broths and stuff for, like, ramen and stuff. Sometimes there's, like, bok choy. But it's, like, not fully... It's cooked, but it's not overcooked. So there's, like, slight texture to it. But lettuce soup just feels like it's just going to be a bowl of liquid with loads of, like, floppy... Oh, God, I can't... wet... no. Like, lettuce I don't love the texture of as much, to be honest, especially if it's slightly damp. You know, like one from where you wash it. That really I don't enjoy. I think, yeah, we can head straight to the, Oh, I can't use my horse here, sob. We can go straight to the Highlands from here. Carry on our search and our quest. Oh my God, look at their pet rolling, I can't. So cute. That is, in fact, adorable. That is lovely. Lovely to see it. But it sounds like a sensory nightmare. I'm like, oh my God, no. To me, that sounds very much akin to, like, cooked fruit. Oh, I can't deal with anything. Oh, cooked fruit, it just... Yeah, that's valid. That's valid, I think. It's like when an ingredient is used in a really rogue way and you're like, oh, but there could be so much more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there could be... This is a great ingredient. There could be more coming from that. Do you know what I mean? Like, why has it been done this way? Like, I get that in a big way. Do we try and look back at this one again? Listen, we could. We could. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing so well. We're gonna go look at the other campsite, the one that was kind of didn't have any... Oh, no, that's probably gonna get annoyed at us, but we'll just keep on going. Oh, no, please don't go away. No, please don't chase me. Does anyone else get really stressed about getting chased in games, or is it just me? Oh my God, why are we saying pureed lettuce? I can't even envision pureed lettuce. Yeah, this one just hasn't respawned in. But the other one did, but, I mean, we tried. I pretty much am just getting repeats artifacts anyway. Yeah, we'll go up this little hill here, and we'll do my classic going across the standing cliffs, because it's the most beautiful thing. And there's jackcats up there. I've had good luck up here, actually. There's been pretty decent luck up here, so we shall see if it carries on today. Yeah, so the ones with the masks, they get angry. It does seem to only be the fire ones for some reason, though. I think the fire ones chase you, but the other ones, if you hit them with an arrow that's not a dispel, so the dispel arrows that I use, they essentially get rid of the magic ability of the creature, if they have them. But the fire ones say if you go past them and don't hit them with a dispel arrow, they'll come running at you, and I'm like, please help. Yeah, I feel like that is definitely the type of place that would have something like lettuce puree. Oh, it's really making me shudder, that, honestly. The thought of it. The thought of it. Oh my gosh, the thought of the concept of that. I can't even process it, to be honest. Oh, I'm thinking of it and oh no, I can't. I'm just picturing it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe like blended lettuce, like dry lettuce in a blender, because you'd kind of be mixing it up into just like a fine lettuce. And I'm like, I kind of understand that. But if it's in any way damp or soggy, that's it for me. It's all over. But the thought of making it into a puree is, oh my god, so upsetting. It also kind of makes me think of like the futuristic like apocalypse food where everything is in a can and mushy. And I'm like, oh no, thank you. I would not be able to survive that. The zombies wouldn't get me, but the sensory ick would, because oh my goodness, I can't eat squishy things in a can. Oh my gosh. I struggled. Oh, there's a friend here. I struggled on D&V when we were like encouraged to bring like hiking foods, which you get kind of like space food, like in packs. But my mum made me homemade spaghetti instead to take with me. It is sometimes when you look back, you wonder how I wasn't diagnosed earlier. But here we are. The signs were there. The call was coming from inside the house, but no one was answering. Absolute crimes. But I had a great time while everyone else ate their horrible packaged nightmares. And I was there vibing. I was like, my mum made me my sketty. And put it in a bag and like kind of like sealed it type of thing. And then I could reheat it over a camping stove situation. I ate the pudding bit of it. There was like a pudding one we got that was like, it was just like chocolate sponge pudding, like kind of like space food. So it was in like a pouch. And that was honestly fine. Like the texture of it was not great, but it was just basically like cake kind of thing. So I could get behind it. But honestly, D&V was just a nightmare, and there was absolutely no need for me to do it. And there was definitely propaganda at foot at the school for making you basically being like, if you do it, you'll definitely get a job in the future, or you'll definitely get into uni if you've got your bronze D&V. Crying. For anyone who doesn't know, it's kind of like a scout expedition. I'm trying to think what they call scouts in other countries, and it's. Maybe it is just scouts, actually, but it's like kind of like that. You go on an expedition and you have to like camp overnight and you have to like navigate yourself, and it's just awful, really. But it's always billed in like UK schools as like being really great for your CV and like really great for if you want to maybe go to uni and stuff. Like it'll look really good. No one gives a flying fuck. Sob. You got your silver? Hell yeah. No, it has served. I don't think it's ever served anyone any purpose. Like, to be honest, I don't think it would, because it's not even like. It's not even like, oh, okay, maybe if you went into something like that or whatever, and say you had aspirations to kind of, I don't know, like be. I'm trying to think what the job would be that you would be relevant, and all I'm thinking of is explorer, and I'm like, do we even have explorers anymore? Like what? But like, the skills, to be honest, the skills were so minimal that you learned, they would not be useful. Like I already could read a map because we did geography at school and we were taught. So it's like, I already could read a map. So like that skill I didn't need. And that was it really. There was no other skill. There was no other skills really, other than just like the mental fortitude of, essentially not crying the entire way round, because it was absolutely horrendous. I hated every second of it, and it was just absolutely terrible, because I'm pretty sure we had to pay for a bit of it as well. And I'm like, for what? But again, our school was basically like shoving at us, being like, if you do this, you're pretty much going to get into like Oxford or Cambridge. Like, and like that we were like, you pretty much guaranteed a place at uni. So all of us scared like year 8s, probably at like 13 years old, were like, okay, we'll do that then, like, and begged our parents to let us do it. And we put ourselves through that out of choice, you know. But it was not fun. It was not fun. Pathfinders. Yeah, I guess a forest ranger, I suppose like you could get away with that. Do we have many of those in the UK? No. But we have some. We have some, I suppose. But yeah, I think it is just a thing that was pushed by the school to kind of build as like, you know, again, it would be crying. It would be useful, you know. But it was not useful. It was just traumatic. It was just awful. I remember the most traumatic. No, it wasn't the most. There was a lot of traumatic bits. There was a lot of traumatic bits, but one of them was one of the girls in our group. So we were told not to bring our phone. We were told to bring our phones, but turn them off. Like, don't use them unless emergencies. So she brought her really, really like fancy phone with her. I had like a, if anyone remembers what an LG cookie is, you're the G. Exactly. I feel like the school must have got a cut or something. Because schools get incentives for like the amount of kids that they send to certain unis in the UK. I don't know if other countries do that, but like my friend was one of like 4 or 5 people who got into Oxford or Cambridge, which are the 2 top universities. I say it in quotation marks, you can't see, because I don't really value them as top universities, to be honest. Everyone I know that's gone to them has had a horrendous time, and has hated every second. So, like, but I know our school got like, our college got like, our sixth form college got like, you know, kudos essentially for the amount of kids that they sent, you know? Which is wild, really, when you think about it. But I don't know if it was financial. I do not know. Yeah, I honestly think some of it is that old mentality of being like, you know, oh, it's really good for the kids to learn about the great outdoors. But the thing is, like, when I was at that age, like, to be honest, like, it's not like kids didn't, like, it's not like now, do you know what I mean? Like, it's, as kids and as that age, we were still very much, like, out and about, do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't spend all of our days in, like, you know what I mean? Like, social media wasn't as big and stuff, and, like, you know, we did things, we did activities, you know, and still, we socialized. I hated every second of that as well. But, like, it happened, you know, so it happened. But I think, honestly, some of it is, like, that mentality of, like, oh, you know, the great outdoors or whatever and stuff, and, like, because they call it an award, because it's named after the Duke of Edinburgh or whatever, like a completely useless royal person. It's that, you know, you can imagine when they came up with it, they were like, oh, it'll be like a striving spirit, but all they're thinking about is the higher upper class experience of being outdoors, you know, like they're not really thinking about everyone else, i.e. the majority. But it was a waste of time. I think I had my badge on my pin badge wall, so I have a badge, but I didn't do silver. I was thinking about doing it in college. When I say college, I mean sixth form college, so like 17, 18. I was thinking about doing silver, and then I was like, you know what? Why? Why? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Let's actually take stock of what we're doing here, because I'm just yipping. Okay, we have like some arrows going on. What we'll do... In the middle here, there might be some, so we could drop down. Yeah, mine, you know what, I'm thinking now I've said it, I think mine's on my board. I think the one badge I'm sad about, though, I don't know if I have my Interski badge. I'm sad if I've maybe lost that. I'm just going to check if there's a couple over here, because usually there is. But yeah, I'm starting to think now whether or not I have my Interski badge. I got my level 1 in skiing, which I know sounds really Tory, and I promise it is not that type of skiing. whatever was going on in that mountain was not the type of skiing that people will be thinking of. I barely got through my level 1 because I nearly broke my ankle. A fact I don't tell my parents about because they were very, very didn't want to let me go on the trip, and I begged them and begged them. And then they eventually were like, you can go. And then I used some of my pocket money for like months and months and months and stuff. But actually it was like the world's most traumatizing trip. Oh, it was traumatizing time. But listen, we had fun. I have a level 1 in skiing. Oh no, was that a magic one that just left the function? Oh, that's so cool. Like, I love the concept of skiing, looks really cool, but it's really not, it's not working class friendly, do you know what I mean? Or at least here in the UK. It cost a it costs a lot to either go abroad, to go skiing somewhere else. Oh, well, God knows. There's no way I'd be able to do it now. I love the concept of it, but like I have so many... And like looking back now, all these chronic issues I had with my feet and my legs were very much present when I was doing those skiing. Like when I was doing... And so it's no wonder that I was falling over way more than other people. And like, I got an award that was like... I got an award that was like the person who'd like put in the most effort, as in like they'd tried the absolute hardest, which was me apparently, which is really funny. And it's not that I didn't, I was trying, but I definitely had the most falls out of everybody and stuff like that. But looking back now, I'm like, yeah, because my ankles and my legs and my feet are all fucked. And I didn't know that then. So, like, no wonder I couldn't really bend my knees the way that they were going to be, that other people weren't struggling with. And I'm like, looking back now, I'm like, oh my God. Listen, like, there's so many, it all makes sense. You know, it all makes sense. But I managed to get through it. But, geez, I was in so much pain. My feet... Oh my God, my feet were in so much pain and being in the boots. I went, because at one point I was in so much pain, they were like, we're going to have to take you back to the ski resort bit. And we're going to see if we can get you a different size, because maybe that will help. I was hoping there'd be some jack cats here, but I'm looking. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a treat. We got a magic one. There was fun bits to it. The trip was all a bit weird, because I was going to go with my year group, right? Which would have honestly been worse for me because the people going were like not good people, but I signed up for the wrong one. So I signed up, I was the only one in my year going, and I was going with all people who were either older or younger than me. And I didn't know them either. I know some of them very loosely, but very, very loosely. But I kind of didn't mind, I suppose. It was kind of like whatever and stuff. But we took a bus there, and it took 24 hours on a bus. And when I say bus, I mean a coach. It took 24 hours to get there. And it was that journey, oh my God. And then knowing you had to come back was actually horrendous. Like, our school was like, we can't afford flights, so we're just going to hire multiple bus drivers, because they had to swap over, obviously. No one can drive for that long. Please don't try and drive 24 hours, oh my goodness. But yeah, it was like, oh, okay. That bit was rough, to be honest. But honestly, it was character building. The whole thing was very character building. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a trip, like, it was a trip of a lifetime that in no way could we even afford. But you could pay in like tiny installments. We were paying it off for ages. But I really, really wanted to go. And eventually my mum was like, yeah, okay, you can go. We'll obviously just do it on the payment and stuff. But to be fair to the school, at least they had payment plans. Like, pretty much, I was the only kid that used them. But, you know, it's like they had that option at least. Otherwise, there's no way I could have gone. But it was like a very character building trip. Like, I definitely, like, you know, at secondary school, which is when I went, like, my confidence was like all-time low. Like, I really was not vibing in like any respect of the word vibing, to be honest. But I think this trip was helpful in terms of like, it showed me that I could actually do stuff like that, I suppose. And although I was on my own, I didn't have any of my friends. We say friends really loosely because I actually didn't like any of them, and they very evidently didn't like me. But, you know, I kind of showed that to myself that I could do it. And I don't, like, I still have, there's a picture of me. Oh my God, please someone remind me. Please, someone remind me, because I have at least somewhere in the memory bank, somewhere there will be pictures, because I took I'm trying to think what I took pictures on. It might have even been a disposable camera, but there's at least pictures of me downstairs in our house to this day of me looking kind of a little bit like, help me, on the slopes. Currently hanging up. And I prefer that picture more than I like my graduation picture, to be honest. But if I can remember, I want to see if any of our... Because I'm like, what happened to the rest of all those pictures? It was like a little bit too early for like the things of putting it on Facebook or like anything like that. Too early for that. But I just have this memory of, I think I had a disposable camera, maybe even just one, so not loads, but I'm just thinking, where are those pictures? And they could actually, we have family albums downstairs to be like, that we used to get, you know, send off to get them developed and printed out and stuff. And we used to put them in the family albums. We don't really do that now because it's just a lot of work and it's kind of expensive. Kind of expensive for what it is, realistically. Also, we have not got a plushie yet, and I'm very sad. JK, I'm sure we'll get one. But, kind of filling up a little bit, but to be fair, I probably could drink, where is it, this tea? Because it's only worth like 60, so it's not going to give me too much, but... Oh! Yeah! Sobbing! The amount of times Jack Cats... Twitch, clip that! Actually, I didn't articulate that very well, but turns out that works. Anyone who was in last stream knows that we were trying to mess around with if the I'm not going to say it, I don't want to trigger it, if the new clip thingy works, where you say a certain phrase and it will start a clip. So it's not auto clipping, it's not like scrubbing through your stream, but it's like essentially the voice command will do that thing where, you know, like say if you were to make a clip on Twitch, or if you press the button to make one or whatever. I don't know, I don't think it's Gen AI though. This is what I'm thinking. I don't think it's, the auto one is, and therefore I don't want to be signed up for that one. But this one, I was talking to someone about it and they're like, it's not, it's kind of just like like a, I don't know what you even call it. Like it's not, it's like a recognition thing or whatever, which they've had for years, you know, like it just like recognizes the one phrase when someone says it. Yeah, it's kind of like Siri, I think. Which is obviously still artificial intelligence, but it's not Gen AI, whereas obviously the other one is, I think, because it's kind of like those things that you used to use, what is it called? Like, there was programs you used to use that were like, would help you get clips for your stream. I can't remember the name of them. They used to be a massive thing, but I think they've kind of gone now. Just gonna look up here in case it's a bright room. I'll be fully honest, like, I don't know. I would say voice activation is got to be semi-AI, right? I'll be honest, I don't know, because there's obviously a lot of tools that we've had for a long time, like voice activation we've had for a long time. No, the auto one I think is they're going to be rolling out, but this one is like, it just basically is like you say a phrase and it searches, it's just looking for that phrase, and then when that triggers a clip to be made. And it just does like a 30-second thing. It's not like scrubbing through. It's just like a 30-second thing. I don't know where I'm going, you know? Yeah, essentially. Yeah, it's kind of like, instead of you... So like, obviously I have on my stream deck, I have like a thing that's clip. So it's a command that will be like exclamation point clip. It does the same as that. So it just takes the last 30 seconds. And that's what the voice one does. But it just does it based on the phrase. I'm not really sure how accurate it is. Like, it did it a couple times for me last stream. So I don't know how well it will work in terms of like accents or articulation or that type of thing, or volume even. I don't know if you have to say it like loud. I don't really even know, to be honest. Like, it's kind of like whatever. I'm like, I could take that or leave that, really, because I'm like, well, I have a clip button, so it's whatever. It's kind of useful, I suppose, if there's something happens really fast and you're like, ah. But I obviously don't want to be part of the auto clip one, but that's not coming. I don't know what's happening with that. I heard it got advertised. Did they advertise it at TwitchCon? The EU one? Maybe? Or was that something else they were advertising? I don't know. I didn't pay attention because I was like, listen, I don't, it just pisses me off. I don't think there's any, oh, there's maybe a jack cat over there. I was just going to get some forage as well. Is that a jack cat? Yes, it is. I was like, I'm going to get closer before I determine. But yeah, there's like a lot of AI tools that have obviously been around for like ages. That is artificial intelligence, but it's not like, it's just, it's not generating new stuff. It's not generating new stuff and like, it's just basically using stuff that's already there. From what I understand anyway. From what I understand. I'll admit, like, my knowledge of tech is not always like 10 out of 10. Yeah, I've not really... I saw it on my dashboard and you can opt in at the moment, it seems, for the beta. And there's like a wait list or something. Obviously, I'm not opted in for it and stuff. But I'm like, I don't know when that would be coming or what and stuff. Yeah, honestly, for real. Like, I don't think it's going to be auto-enabled. I don't think so. I mean, it wasn't ticked on for me to auto-enable me into the not wish list, what's it called? Wait list. So I assume that it's fine, but something worth looking, like, just, like, taking note of, do you know what I mean? Like, always worth checking inside your dashboard to make sure nothing's there. I don't really think it's massively needed, to be honest. Like, it's like, you know, I get clips, people make clips of my channel, or I do. I make it, you know, myself when I'm streaming and things like that. And honestly, like, that's pretty much doable. Yeah, it's a little bit like, it's, you know, like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, the auto clip thing's fine because it's just going to be using, you know, it's just going to be scrubbing through content that you've already put out there. Do you know what I mean? As in, you know, a stream that's already out there and out and about or whatever. But it's like, it's not really the issue. It's more of a widespread thing. Like, well, what is it going to be used for? And are they going to properly ask for permission, you know, and stuff? Because again, there'll be some people who don't give a fuck, which is really bad. Like, you really should give a fuck if things are scrubbing your stuff. But, you know, some people still seem to think Gen AI is like the best thing ever and are fucking obsessed with it. Like, we all know at least one person, right? We all know at least one person, or from afar we at least know one person who has every... Oh, I've run out of arrows. Yeah, I've run out of arrows. That's team. I'm not sure if I have the cooldown. Oh my god, I do. Okay. How many... God, I only have 4 bright shrooms? Yikes. That's really bad. We're going to check here then, because there might be some here. To be fair, our foraging maybe is... Nope, never mind. I was like, oh, foraging might be good. Nope, we have 2. There's like, it's kind of like, it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's frustrating to see as well, because it's like, I think some people won't accept the negatives of things, which is not great, obviously. Like, unfortunately, not everything is just positive. There is obviously negatives to everything, and it's like, there's not really any Sapphire, damn. Nice. We got a star one the other day as well, so I'm like, okay, the luck do be flowing today. This is what we love to see. But it is kind of sad to see. It's like, I feel like there's like sets of people, right? There's, I think, like an older, kind of more like the boomer generation that you see a lot on like the internet, very easily falling for generated AI stuff, and maybe actively using it themselves to make silly things or whatever. And I feel like the education isn't there, but then there's a lot of people who it's like, you know, the education is there, but they're still choosing to use it. And I'm like, let's not, you know, let's not do that. It's just, yeah, it's just a shame, really, because it's like, well, you know, like, I'm an artist and I make stuff, and I'm not going to claim it's the best stuff ever. But I really enjoy making my stuff, and I'm like, you know, AI can't make what I make. Do you know what I mean? That's not in a weird big-headed way. It's just like, I make hand-painted things, right? So AI can't really make that. But it's a worry, will it be able to in the future? How many bright shrooms do we have? We didn't get any there. Well, I'm just thinking, should we try... Listen, we are going to try here, because otherwise we're going to run out again. I do appreciate this is really repetitive as well. I fully appreciate that. I know I'm just going to the same bits and stuff. I think so. It's a shame because I think the argument comes up a lot where AI can be good, and it's like, it's like, I understand because a lot of people use AI tooling, and it's not like we've had AI tools for ages, you know, chatbots on websites, like, there's so many things that we've already had. Go away! Please don't chase me. Oh my god. I hate being chased in games. I can't cope with it. It stresses me out. And it's kind of like, I think unfortunately the difference between what actually Gen AI is, I haven't got arrows. I don't know why I'm even... It's a default, okay? I think it's just important to be like, with anything, I think it's important to be okay accepting that you were maybe not, that maybe something that you were using is not good anymore, you know? I think it's the same type of thing where it's like, you know, I'll say it. It's like with Harry Potter. It's fine to say, I used to enjoy that in the past, but now I know more about, unfortunately, you know, the person behind it and stuff, and how hurtful and upsetting it is to a huge amount of people, and therefore I'm distancing myself from it. And it's totally fine to say, you know, in the past, I have supported that or something, you know? It's okay. I think it's really important, I think in this day and age, especially with like cancel culture and stuff as well, it's like allow people space, I think, to be like, you know, I'm never going to be, if someone was using AI and they realize it's bad and they were like, shit, I now really understand what the horrible impacts are, environmental, social, all of it. And I'm never touching it again. And I know what went on, you know. I'm like, I think we need to be more accepting and understanding that people can change like that, and it's okay to do that as well. Like, that's the goal, right? Surely. That's the goal, for people to wake up. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. And I think it's just like it's just a lot, and I feel like there's a lot of people who maybe don't, who you know, think people are the fun police. You know what I mean? That seems to be thrown around a lot. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's not like, oh my God, like, it's more about like, you know, it's more about educating someone on, hey, actually, that's not the best thing. Like, I don't think ill of you for, you know, using it, but I think you should reconsider. And then if they then know the information and they're like, I don't care, then that's obviously more of the issue, because then they know the info now and they're choosing to ignore the info, and that's obviously an issue. A deeper issue than goes, oh, I ate the lettuce soup. Ugh. Delete that from your brain, everybody. No one saw me eat the lettuce soup. Ew. Oh, press the wrong one. Exactly. It's like, no one's going to blame nobody for not knowing shit. It's the same way, like, you can't know what people are thinking without them saying it. Unfortunately, like, we're not mind readers, and I don't want that technology to ever be existing. But it's like, people don't know something until you tell them. And then if they then know, it's up to them how they react to it and respond to it. And if they still respond being like with ignorance and saying like, I don't really care that the impact's really bad or something, then that's like, that's the issue, you know, not so much their prior use of it, you know, it's how they then take the information and go with that. If that makes any sense. It may not. I feel like in my brain I'm semi-okay at articulating, but then I often feel like I fall short actually articulating, verbally especially. I can articulate myself better in text form. And process things better in text form as well. I want to get better at articulating vocally and being able to understand people vocally, but I'm also giving myself grace that it's okay that I'm not good at it. And it's also, it's just a good thing to know more about your own communication methods and how you work better and what would better serve you, you know? You know, might have to just randomly put some wood in to make planks because I have no space. Also, friends, just a little reminder as well, we are fundraising for all of this month. We are getting so close now to the I can't work that out. I was going to see how 30. Hold on. My mental math is terrible. I was going to see how far away we are. 20. No, it wouldn't be 28. 27 pounds and 16p away? Is that right? 27 pounds and 16p? God, I'm really impressed if I got that right, you know? But I think so. Yeah, I think it's nuanced, right? It's nuanced a lot. Like, telling someone that Gen AI is shitty and they maybe were not really aware of the impacts of it is one thing, but then obviously if it's something else in terms of something that they have been very familiar for a long time, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, say if, like, again, this is like gobbledygook, this isn't obviously real, but say if someone, I'm trying to think of something that's just like a, say, like just something nonsense. Say someone now just randomly says, oh, popcorn is problematic. Obviously we're making this up. There's no problem with popcorn, but we're just making it up. If someone was to say that to me and a lot of the population, it's problematic, here are the reasons X, Y, Z, and say they were very, very valid reasons or whatever. Again, this is completely made up, obviously, because it's about popcorn. But then it's more about, it would take more of a transition because it's something that, say, I really enjoy popcorn, and a lot of people do, you know? Or if someone told you your absolute favourite thing in the entire world, I think also very especially to note that, like, things can be people's special interest, right? You know? So I've heard in the past that people have had, say, Harry Potter as a special interest, and they've had it for a long, long time, and they struggle to kind of come away from it, you know, and stuff. No, real for that, honestly, because the amount of times, like, I literally have a bag of popcorn next to me, and I have it as a snack all the time, and it just gets everywhere. Like, it does, in fact, get everywhere. So listen, you're kind of valid for that. You're real for that, because you're not wrong. How much do we have? I was going to think, I was like, wondering if we should go visit Hassian. Because we could, right? We could visit Hassian. At this time of the day, probably they'd be in Bahari? Because I was like, we could use some of these, because we can buy them from here. I think we could do that. But yeah, they wouldn't be at the fair. They should be in Bahari. At this time, I'm pretty sure. But I think it's like nuance and stuff, and it's easier with things like Gen AI. It's like, well, hopefully no one's absolutely obsessed and loves Gen AI that much that they would have a really hard time coming away from it, because, like, what, you know, like, but, you know, I can't speak for everyone, but I can't imagine that's the case. Yeah, Hassian is where Hassian should be at this time, which is good. So we're going to go to Hideaway Bluffs. Pretty sure that's the right one. It's, oh, huh? Okay, Hassian was there, y'all saw that, but they are now here. But that's team. Okay. Yeah, I am listening to you, but not really. I'm just buying dispel arrows. I'm sorry about that. Not a lot of dispel arrows, but I was like, listen, we don't buy anything else. I'll give you a present. You can have one of them back as a present. One of the arrows I bought off you. But you, for some reason, Hassian seems to be fine with that. If you do that to Reth, if you buy soup off Reth and try and give it back, sobbing. Yeah, I've seen that, which is quite, it's quite a complex issue and matter. And I'm like, it really speaks to, I guess, like, issues of today, really, more than anything. Because I'm like, yeah, that's deeply troubling, but also you have to think about the reasons, well, why is that, you know? Have real people let them down, I guess, but it's unfortunate that they, you know, started to rely on something that's just really not good, you know what I mean? I'm like, we don't enjoy that. We do not, in fact, enjoy. Right, let's see. So, in terms of this situation, just gonna try these shells I couldn't do anything with, so they're just here. I couldn't fit them in anywhere. I couldn't fit them in anywhere. But we have 119, which is pretty good, actually. So, let's see. I'm thinking I do kind of want to go back over here, because the last few times we've not actually done any hunting, which is really sad. So I think I do want to go over here, because we've just been to do bright shrooms. But we haven't actually done any hunting, because usually when I get here, I have no arrows left. Do you think I'm just going to really quickly go BRB and pop to the bathroom super duper quickly? I will just pop y'all on a BRB. I won't put words up or anything, because I will be gone literally like 2 minutes. Thankfully, my bathroom, I don't have a bathroom. My bedroom is right next to the bathroom, which is great. So I can be very, very quick, but I just was like, you know what, now is a good time to quickly have a break. There is an ad starting in 3 minutes, but I'm like, listen, I'm really bad at timing stuff like that, so I'm so sorry. I can never seem to, like, keep an eye on stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll just mute myself. I will be back in a few minutes. Please definitely take the time. Also, pop to the bathroom, water, snack, all that good stuff, and I will see you in a few. Okay, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. I stood up and I was like, wow, I'm really dizzy. And I was like, I've had my cereal bar though. And I think it's just because there's quite a lot of air pressure, like high air pressure in the UK and stuff, you know. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's like when people try and argue the positives of Gen AI, I'm like, I don't know. Hi, back. I'm classic. A lovely classic there. Absolutely classic. I think it's just I was feeling a bit migrainey yesterday as well. I think it's just the air pressure. It was like yesterday I went. Did I? Did I leave the house? Yes, I did. I went briefly to the supermarket with my dad. And you could like smell the thunder in the air, and I was like, oh yeah, it's like very thundery. But no thunder is actually forecast for where I live per se. So that I know of. That I know of. But I can feel like the pressure in my head, and I can't remember if I took ibuprofen or not. Does anyone else do that? My entire like I need to like write down stuff. Like I try and not take it as much as I can, but when I do need to take any meds for my pain and stuff, I really need to start writing down the times of when I actually did. Okay, there is no bright shrooms there, so we can just leave that at the function. We can head straight over. Oh, I've got a bit rogue. I've gone a bit rogue! Oh, I've gone very rogue. I'm in the river. But it's actually shallow here, so we're okay. Wow, okay, that was a little bit hair-raising for a minute there, but we recovered. We can actually do a bit of hunting here now, which is nice. Very nice, enjoyable energy. And very nice, enjoyable energy was what we love to see. It's what we love to see. I will also, friends, as well, do a tiny shout out for my own small business. Because I've recently opened up a second shop. I've opened a second shop that will go alongside my current shop, essentially, because as a disabled person, I'm trying to... I can't work a traditional 9-to-5 job, and making art is something that I can do, but in different capacities depending on my levels, my spoons per the day, or pain, or anything like that. Or any of like my mental health affecting me and stuff. It really depends. And things like painting, for example, are very labor intensive for me. And I love doing it, but it's sometimes a little bit difficult. So I kind of came up with the idea when I was in like an ADHD, I guess, like hole, where I was really, really focused. I decided to see if I could use my own hand-painted designs that I've already, like, you know, obviously painted and sell on keyring and stuff is what I paint them for. If I could cut out the actual design itself and then use that in another digital design that I could maybe then use to put on things like stickers or things like that. So I came up with that. And so now I have opened a fourth wall as well, which some of you are familiar. I know a lot of people seem to have fourth wall for like merch and stuff like that, or just, again, like digital designs and stuff that they've made, and would like to essentially have it so you don't have to buy like tons of inventory yourself, because obviously that's really expensive, and already as a small business it's like I have to pay out for like e-commerce website and shipping and stuff, so things can like stack up a wee bit and stuff. But I've started this new shop now that will go alongside. So my old one, sillyseal.co.uk, that will be for like everything like hand painted, like handmade jewelry. I'm hoping to do like handmade figures and stuff. Oh my god, this is a magic one. And then the other one, the fourth floor one, is going to be for like digital design. So I'm going to basically use my own hand-painted designs and incorporate them into designs that then can be printed onto different things, which is really sick and really, really cool. And it's hopefully going to be a really much more accessible way for me to still be able to like sell and showcase like my art. But if I'm not feeling up to, you know, because at the moment it's like I've got like four keyrings and a magnet that I've been working on, and I've started 4 new ones the other day when I could have a little bit of spoons to do painting, but it's just kind of a little bit difficult to know what is this Cernic party happening here. It's difficult to know basically like how I will be. Like there's some days that I can do it and I can get new products out, but there's other times when I can't, and it's like if I'm not getting new products out and constantly yapping about it, like I don't get any views on my website and stuff, you know? So it's obviously like I need to keep doing and making products, but sometimes it's just not accessible for me to do. So kind of come up with this idea, and so far I've got 3 designs. I did have 2, but last night I also made the 3rd one as well, which I also really like as well. So if you want to check it out, you can check out the links in the announcement that's just come. But no pressure. Just clicking on the website, honestly, is very appreciated a lot. It really helps SEO and just really helps the vibes per se. I'm trying to think what the best... I think if we go down here, which I know looks really rogue, but I promise it's... No, it's still rogue. It's still quite rogue. You kind of have to, like... I don't think it's the way that many people go up or down. I've come up this way, the other way round a couple times, and realized that you can't do it the other way round because you can't actually get up the hill. So it's kind of a bit of a rogue, like, pass to get through that way, but it's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But it brings you actually back round to kind of the central point-ish. So kind of where we were previously, that's the wrong one, where Central Stables is here, and then it allows you to, if you want, you can turn here, and then kind of do this loop here, really, which is really nice. So I've just really been enjoying hunting for jack cats specifically, because they take a lot less arrows, and I really like my idea of having my animal sanctuary. Nessie, thank you so much for the raid, friend! Welcome, welcome! I hope you're doing so well! Thank you so much for being here, friend. How was your stream? How was your stream? So lovely to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy weekend. I hope you're doing so well. And welcome in, friends. Welcome in. You're catching us at a good time. We are doing some more plushie hunting, of course, because I absolutely love doing it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I hope yours is going super duper well. And thank you so much for bringing your lovely friends over. I am doing well. I am doing well. I hope you are too. I hope everyone is today. We're having a nice chill little rogue Sunday stream. I don't usually do a Sunday stream, but we are part of the DC3 Disability Pride Month raid train today. And just a little special, little fun, little extra stream. I don't usually do weekends, so... But it's honestly kind of nice. I really enjoy. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you all are doing so well. If anyone maybe hasn't been here before, my name is Flynn. I am a kind of variety... What am I doing? I'm kind of a variety / like hyperfixation streamer is how I would kind of describe myself. I kind of play whatever my mind is kind of going for at the moment. At the moment, it's a lot of palia. But it has, you know, we've done a lot of other things in the past. I really like indies and demos as well. Short games I really love as well. Something we can kind of complete all in one is really fun, but as well as like open world games, also been dipping my toes / flippers into a little bit of Hollow Knight, which I hope to get back to. And we do sometimes do art, and we sometimes do co-working, but it's been pretty much full-time Palia of late, I'll be honest. It has in fact been Palia of late. But we're very chill here, very lurker friendly, very low spoons friendly. I always like to say, like, we're just kind of a coexisting space. Like, I'm just vibing here, and you're just vibing with me, and we're just kind of coexisting in the world, and that's very much the vibes. So if you or any of your lovely raiders need to raid and fade, please definitely take care of yourselves. Super duper important after a stream, whether you've been the streamer or you've been watching someone for a little while. Definitely make sure if you're able to get a stretch in. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. Get a stretch in, hydrate, snackies, all those good stuff. Get to bed, depending on time zones, and all of that good stuff. And thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. We have them anonymous, so people can feel free to, if they want to chit chat, they can. But they also, if they would like to just lurk in the background, absolutely valid and fine. That is what I spend a lot of my time personally doing. Alongside being a streamer, I am a massive lurker. I love getting to like coexist alongside people, and it's definitely really inspired my own space, I suppose, you know. I very much like getting to just exist in this world together, you know. It's almost as if we're just like on a Discord call, just chilling or whatever and stuff. Except Discord calls give me anxiety, lol. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it so much. And I hope you all are doing so well. We are, again, doing a little bit of jack cat hunting. We're trying to get some more plushies and making a little animal shelter. And And essentially the idea that I've kind of come up with is we're kind of adopting all of these Jack Cat plushies, fingers crossed anyway, and then we're going to make a little sanctuary for them. We already... Wait, is that a magic one? No. Is it? Yes and no, it is. Is it? Sometimes the angle of the sun makes them look like they might not be the magic ones because they have like a little blue tint to them. And sometimes I'm like, it's just the lighting, but that one was a magic one. No plushie though, which is a hate crime, but listen. we moving and a schmoving. We've been doing pretty well on plushies actually. I've been really happy with our progress. And I'm excited also to start the build as well. Like that will be, I need to plan it a wee bit, I think, see what the vibes are. But we will be planning on having like a little plushie sanctuary. And I think what would be a nice idea, I mean, y'all can let me know, but I think a nice idea would be we could even have like different sanctuaries for different plushies. You know, somewhere to put all of our Cernic plushies, somewhere to put our Chapel ones or our Muujin ones. Like, I think that would be quite good because I'll be honest, most of my plushies are just sat in a big line at the moment, like in a big pile. And I would like to do more with them. I kind of want to have a display of all of my plushies at one point. Like one of each at least, and then any extras then we'll put in like the sanctuaries and stuff. I think that'd be really cute, like an animal rescue for all the different types of plushies. I think because I do have there's quite a lot of them I do have duplicates of, so I'm like, I think it would be cute. I think it would be really fun. So that's kind of the plan of the vibes really. So we've been kind of hanging out in the main areas to get jack cats, which are kind of like cat-like creatures. They have long floppy ears as well. We've been kind of doing a bit around here. And then here, and then where we are right now, there's sometimes a few up here, and then the standing cliffs, we go from here to here to here. There's actually quite a lot. And it's so beautiful. Like, I can't, like, this is the new area in Palia, and I spend all my time here. If I can avoid it, I won't go anywhere else. I literally just will avoid, like, completely avoid going anywhere else. I think we might even head to the standing cliffs now, actually, and go along the coast, because I'm like, oh my god, it's so pretty. The Highlands just really, I just love it. They have definitely taken inspiration from like the real Highlands of Scotland. I definitely see some kind of like Irish elements to it as well. You can't tell me that Mudan's Wall is not Hadrian's Wall. You definitely can't. Thank you so much for the follow, and thank you so much for that lurk as well. I appreciate you so much. I hope you are doing well. I fear my fish isn't working today. So apologies, I can refund you after the stream. Because I fear my fish, we had a little bit of a... Palia was not happy loading up. Of course, I hope you get something good. I hope you get something good. I don't actually know what I will be eating after stream. We've got about half an hour left, friends, until we are going to the next stop. I have pinned it at the top, so if anyone does get lost. But we are just doing like a just over 2 hour stream today, which is honestly, I'm saying that as if it's different to usual. It's not. Pretty much now, 2.5 hours is my absolute max. Sometimes I can maybe do 3 hours, but it really depends on the spoons. And I think I have to think a little bit more about pacing myself, because then afterwards, if I stream for too long, I feel like I crash. So I have really been enjoying being part of these events. Hi, welcome in, Nick. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. I can definitely tell when I haven't eaten for too long, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need fuel. Like, I can kind of feel it now already, but I'm gonna I have some popcorn if I need, but I've had a cereal bar. And it's kind of odd because it's like, I don't feel any hunger, I don't have hunger cues anymore. So sometimes I really just do not know, like, when I'm hungry because I can't feel it. My ADHD meds have taken, like, they have appetite suppression, is that what it's called? So basically you just don't feel your appetite until they wear off in the evening, which has, like, been quite bizarre. I suppose I'm kind of used to it now because I've been on them a while. Since March, the beginning of March, so good few months now. But I'll be honest, it's still, I was gonna say I see a jack cat here, but I swear that's one over there. Doing quite well, hell yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But my sleep is definitely affected by them as well. But once they start to kick in, I feel a lot better. A bit more like together, you know what I mean? Oh my god, no, real, don't even get me started on the hormone cycle and freaking ADHD meds. Oh my goodness. Currently with I'm still kind of like titrating, which is like starting the meds, you know. I'm currently working with my clinic, and I do increased for 2 months, 2 weeks. And then the other 2 weeks are like the regular dose, essentially, because they were like, listen, they were like, you need that. I'm very grateful the clinic are allowing that. So I'm on my 2nd month of doing that. So I think if this month goes well and I don't need adjustments, then I think maybe, oh my God, honestly, no, I feel you so much. Like, feel you so much. Thank you so much for the follow, sweet friend. I really appreciate it. I feel you so much, honestly. Like, wow, it's like a whole time, like I get really nauseous on my period as well. And obviously like there's pain. I get quite a lot of pain. And then you're like said there, like, I know eating will make me feel better, but the thought of it, the thought of food at all, I'm like, help me. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it did. Oh, I hate that for you. I know stimulant medications can do that. I'm very, well, what do we say blessed? I don't know. But I started propranolol, which is a beta blocker that slows down your heart rate and decreases your blood pressure. Take mine for anxiety because I had a breakdown back in, God, like end of 2024, I think. And my doctors were like, listen, your body is just not regulating itself and can't regulate itself. So we're going to put you on propranolol. And oh my God, it helps so much. And I think that's the only reason I can take a higher one. Because I don't think I could cope with the one, you know? I don't think I could cope. Like, I'm on 50 Elvance or Vyvanse as it's known elsewhere, I think. Maybe not just the US, I'm not sure. But then I take 60 for 2 weeks. And the 60, I think, would take me to the moon. Because I'm a very, like, highly sensitive person. So I'm really, like, interoceptive. So I kind of feel all my body emotion, like, not emotions, what is it called? Feelings? Body feelings doesn't sound right. What is it called? Just sensations, I guess. Maybe a lot. And apparently that's like what my doctor and therapist thought had caused like a bit of a breakdown, basically, because they were like, teehee, your body just basically, like, there's nothing inherently, well, okay, there's stuff wrong with you, but like, as in the stuff, your body is just interpreting things as much worse because it's very, very sensitive. And honestly, I guess once they finally understood that, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I can kind of process that a little bit better. And it kind of, you know what? Since then, I've been diagnosed with ADHD and I'm being assessed for autism. And I'm like, having spoken with a therapist, I'm like, you know what I mean? Honestly, me and my body, yeah, for real. I think it got to a threshold because, like, I think I'd always been like that. And people had always just labeled me as a hypochondriac. And it was like, I'm not really scared of getting sick. I'm just, like, really too aware of stuff. But turns out that's interoception and it's a real thing. And it's common for a lot of neurodivergent people and stuff, you know? No, you're all good. Never apologize for that. Oh my gosh, you're all good. You're all good. And yeah, it's kind of like, it is, to be fair, it is the body's like emotions, you know? And it's like the body holds on and carries things. And our brains are very funky in the way that they interpret stuff. And basically my doctor was like, your body kind of got to the point where it was desperately telling you, hey, like, the way that you are kind of having to cope with things is not right, you know? Like, your body's interpreting things too much, and it's just, you kind of, it was essentially like a very severe burnout before I really knew that that was a thing with me, you know? It's very like, you know how sometimes people are just really unaware, and I guess it affects people differently. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so the Disabled Content Creator Collective, not by me. It is ran and by a creator called Chi Chi. I can get a little shower, actually. That would be helpful. How do I do that? Can I... Wait, actually, hold on. How does that... If I just do this, hold on. Is that... Sorry, my thing is really delayed. Did that do anything? I think so. Yeah. But it's essentially like a collective. It's not, although it is a stream team, so there is a stream team element to it. I'm not actually in the stream team myself, but there is a stream team element to it. But it is actually just a big space for disabled creators to basically, like, you know, exist together, share like support and advice and stuff together, which is always really good. It's honestly just like a really, really lovely space to just be able to openly talk about things that are affecting you, how they're affecting you, and also how that affects you specifically as a content creator, of course, you know, because obviously things, yeah, there is let me just get the thingy. There is a Discord. Where is it? Got so many tabs open, but basically anyone can be I think I need invite permission, which I don't have. But I can take note of your username and I can get it across to you. I think I have to request it from a mod first. But I'm unsure if they're around right at this moment. But there is a Discord that anyone can be part of. And it's just like a cool like place to hang out, really. It's a cool place to hang out. It's just, again, there's like forums and stuff for different things, whether you want to promote something you've got going on, or you just want to talk about something going on, or, you know, ask for support and stuff. Gotcha. Thank you so much for providing that for me. What I'll do is after my stream, I will see about getting permission to grab a link, and then I can get that. But thank you for asking for more about it as well. Yeah, it is a really, really good space. I really, really enjoy it. Really welcoming space, really informative space as well. There's lots of good places to find out. People can post different things about, you know, red flags that they've seen, or, you know, positive uplifting things, just obviously like general chit chats. And it's just really cool to be part of that. Like, and I just think it's really personally really nice, and I prefer it as a community a lot, that although there is a stream team elements, there is members that are part of the stream team. It is for any disabled creator to be part of. It's a much wider community, and I really love that, honestly. It feels a lot more inclusive. Oh, I've run out of arrows. No. Why? This happens every time. Oh, sob it, I ran out of arrows again. Who's surprised? Not me. But we do have bright streams, so that's team. I've kind of given up on, well, this one here, this campsite was fine, but this other one that is over here just refuses to respawn. So I'm like, okay. So I've kind of just left it, really, to be fair. Like, I've just kind of left it because I'm like, well, what else is there to... What is going on? Wait, what? Oh my god, I'm so baffled right now. We literally at the beginning of stream had this, and we came here, and we already picked up the thing from here, but now it's come back. I might go back to the other campsite. So essentially, I feel like I'm maybe talking absolute nonsense to anyone who's maybe not, like, doesn't play Palia, etc. But essentially, you can get these artifacts, and we're trying to collect all of them. And there's these campsites that spawn in different spots. There's set spots, but they're different spots every single day, and they will spawn in a little artifact that you can dig up, essentially. And we had it, so I was playing quite late last night, maybe like 11:30. So when I got on today, I went to one of these campsites, and it looked like it had already been dug up, and I was like, oh, that mustn't have respawned. Went to the other one, but that one we could dig up. But then we've dug that one up twice, but then this one... Yeah, see, this one's respawned now. And I'm so confused. It can't be 24 hours then. It must be like somewhere between 12 hours and... I don't even know. Oh my god, all of them we've got today have all been doubles, but honestly, we've kind of got to that point where a lot of them are. But that's really interesting. So if anyone else has had that problem, wait a little bit and come back, and maybe see if they do come back, because we had a bit of a wild time with respawns there, to be honest. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Gonna go back to my housing plot now. Being mindful of time as well. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I always try and be like super open and honest about stuff, because I feel like it's what I feel like I try and emulate what I would want. Like, if I wasn't myself and I was like finding my stream or my spaces or whatever and stuff, it's like I would rather someone just be like really, like, I'm always super open and honest about my mental health and like how I'm doing and stuff, whether it's like speaking live on stream about it or on my Discord or Blue Sky and stuff. I'm always like super open about it, because I'm like, maybe it would help at least one person, because sometimes some things are not talked about as openly as others. There's definitely things that have more of a stigma, like OCD, for example, has much a decent stigma to it, I would say, for sure. Actually, I probably should keep the ashwood because it's a little bit more rare, isn't it? But oh my god, my space is so bad. My space. I'm gonna just sell that. I can't really sell the iron. But it's like there's just certain things like rejection sensitivity dysphoria, which I struggle with a lot with. I mean, it's very common in neurodivergent people and stuff, so I can't say it stems from just my ADHD. But, you know, OCD is also a neurodivergent thing as well, you know, and stuff. But I think, honestly, like, being open about the good, the bad, the everything is, like, important because, like, it's not all... You know, dealing with OCD is not cutesy and fun. Do you know what I mean? It's not fun. Or dealing with chronic pain is not cutesy and fun. It's not like whimsical or anything like that. It isn't. And there is a lot of also like symptoms and things that come along, you know, for example, about like rejection sensitivity is not pretty. Do you know what I mean? It's like I very often really struggle with my emotions and big emotions specifically. And it's like, that can result in me being misunderstood or I'm misunderstanding people and stuff. And it's like those things like maybe are not often spoken about. And it's like I personally have had problems with that. Like I've had problems where I've maybe accidentally been misunderstood by someone or the other way round. And then I'm like, you know, that then like almost like reverse triggers it again and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Things. I think it's just honestly so important to realize that like, you know, I think a lot of people romanticize a lot of things and stuff, you know? Oh, I'm really glad. Thank you so much, Cactus. Also, that is such a cool Cactus Brain is such a cool username. I'm so into that in a big way. I just love that. I just love that so much. But thank you so much for popping in and saying that. Honestly, very, very, very appreciated. You do not know how much that means. It really does. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. And again, thank you for popping in to say hi. I can't even put any of this away because I have too much stuff. But I don't have like, I think I just kind of have to put some wood in or something. Do you know what I mean? I think the openness is just so important. Like, I feel like it's not the impact of being open about stuff is just not even really maybe spoken about enough. You know, like it's just being open about things is just so important. It's like when I had low intensity therapy after that kind of meltdown / burnout episode or whatever it ended up turning out to be, after that period of time for myself, it's like I don't even know what to get rid of. I'm just having to look through. Maybe we could garden and see. Yeah, essentially it's organized by them, and it happens every Disability Pride Month, which is really, really cool. So I was part of it last year. I was really excited to be part of it last year, and I've been part of it this year too, which is really cool. Oh, we have some apples, which is probably not going to help my issues, but at least we can... Oh, actually it will, because there's now space to plant some more apple trees, so that is good actually, isn't it? This is what we like to see. Yeah, honestly, real. No, this is no, listen. You've hit the nail on the absolute head. Like, I often feel so... I think everyone has had that moment where they feel like they've overshared. I have that on the daily, lol. Every time I post on Blue Sky about something that's happened or whatever that's upset me or whatever may have happened and stuff. And again, I always try and keep things very, like, non-specific. I'm not, like... I'm never, like, naming names and stuff about what's happened or been... Like, I'm just trying to just... kind of like vent, I suppose, you know, and stuff. But it's like we all have, I feel like a lot of us anyway get that secondhand thing where we're like, oh my god, I've shared too much. And it's like the thing is, a lot of us have an online space, the reason why we, you know, is because maybe we don't always have people close to us in person, or people live quite far away and stuff, you know, and things like that. Welcome back. I hope you had a good walk. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. But yeah, I think it's because it's like people don't... I think it's not understood or realized quite enough that people don't always have IRL people close to them, whether or not physically close to them or just in general. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very hard for people to realize that there is some people that do not have a lot of people that they feel like they can openly talk to, even if it's online. That hence why a lot of people would feel it more comfortable to, write a post on a social media or make a video about it or post about it on Reddit or something like that, because that's how they're more comfortable. And I think a lot more people need to realize the reasons behind that, you know what I mean? I think, personally. But that's the thing. It's like, I think it's important because it's like, well, yeah, like I'm grateful because I have parents that, try their absolute best with things and things. They don't get everything. They can't get everything. And there's certain things that are just really hard to explain to them that they don't get, but they are supportive, and things. So it's like having an online community for me, even if literally no one sees a post I make or whatever, like having that is really important to me. And I think a lot of people probably feel the same too. But again, it's like maybe slightly, I don't know, like I feel like in the past I've been made to feel that I've been sharing too much or whatever and stuff. But again, it's like, well, I feel comfortable, I feel comfortable doing that. Maybe not all the time. Sometimes I'm like, you have that sharer's regret where you're like, oh, I've shared too much. Maybe I shouldn't have shared as much, and that type of thing. And that's very natural. And a lot of us get that for sure. But I think just talking about it more openly is like the key to it, because I feel a lot more people are struggling with the same things, but aren't maybe as open about it for whatever reason. Maybe they just don't want to talk about it or they feel like they can't. But it's like, I don't have a therapist at the moment, because like the NHS has a time limit. You can only have it for a certain amount of time, and mine's up basically. So, it's, I don't know what I just put away. I had something there and I think I've put away like the pyro. I don't know what I put away actually, but I think I got put away the wrong thing, but we move. But it's like, it's like, I don't want to like treat anybody I know's DMs as like my own personal therapy sessions. So therefore I'm like, I yap on like Blue Sky or I yap on here or whatever and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think I must have put these away. I've been keeping these here, and I know it maybe seems silly, but like when I do the main task, I think I need some of them. So I've just been keeping them because otherwise I'll forget. You know what I mean? I'll fully forget like what they're here for. But I think that's all the gardening sorted. We've got all of this in. We planted a couple more trees. I'm not planting anything in these gaps because essentially I made a bit of an error. So when you plant things, you can no longer move the soil. So you have to wait until they go, essentially. So I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to shuffle all the trees. And I think we might be able to fit one more and stuff. Exactly. Like as much as like the first time anyone said anything about ADHD and me having it was on Twitch, like straight up. Like, so like without that, I wouldn't have put two and two together. Maybe I've struggled like my entire life with stuff that now is obvious to me. I'm like, oh my God, that was 100%. I can see why, but I didn't know that in the past. And that was like a Kickstarter that really helped me understand better. And that's like such valuable information that it's like, I hate when people get really wound up where they're like, oh, you can't trust the internet for everything. And it's like, nobody said we are trusting the internet for everything. We're just like building communities and vibes. You know what I mean? I'll check the iron, I suppose, actually, as well, just to see what the tea is. But it's like, that's, no, oh my God, no, my mum is exactly the same. My mum, like, she got really upset because she was like, I missed it. She was like, I missed it. And if I'd known, then you could have had support when you were younger, when you were a kid. You wouldn't have had to go through stuff that you shouldn't have had to go through, and you would have had better experience. And I was kind of like, you didn't know, and neither did I. Do you know what I mean? Like, and who was to know? Do you know what I mean? Like, who would have known? It's the thing. It's like I grew up in rural Ireland. Jesus Christ, like, no one was to know. You know what I mean? No one was to know. That's the thing. It's like the online thing. If I took away everything that I have online now, I don't even know what I would do or how I would even cope, genuinely, because I'm like, I don't have I don't have any therapy. As much as I would absolutely desperate to get some, I definitely need some, but I just can't afford private therapy. Like, are we joking? But it's like, if I took away all of that, I'm like how, I don't even know how I would be coping. Do you know what I mean? Well, exactly. It's like, I didn't know. they didn't know I was struggling, but they just thought I was anxious, which turns out I am anxious. But like, you know, do you know what I mean? It's like they did the best they could. Do you know what I mean? They took me to the doctors when they saw signs of OCD, and they were like, what's the T? And they were like, it's OCD. And I was like, okay, well, what does this mean? What's the T? You know? So it's like no one could have predicted it because, you know, in school I was there was so many signs, but they are, again, not signs that are projected out. You know, a lot of it is based on hyperactivity, and I have combined ADHD, you know, and it's like, and now looking back as well, like struggle with friendships a lot. And it's like, although I'm not diagnosed as autistic, I'm being assessed for it. I have quite strong suspicions that I potentially could be, because now looking back, and now upon filling out the forms, I was literally like close to tears, because I was like, oh my God, wait, this is something other people have experienced, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know, it's just a lot. That's so amazing. That's so amazing, Nick, that it's like through your own daughter as well. And I think like, I think it's really, really cool as well, because it's like, it's reaching, there's a lot in the media and stuff, I would say, about things. I was going to take a screenshot. I usually do every time I stream, but I can't remember what it was that I was going to take a screenshot of now to like sum up. Which is kind of silly. Don't free. Oh, listen. The camera, although is fine in Palia, it's a bit better. It sometimes gets a bit funky. It says it's full, but it will still save it. But I usually try and like do a screenshot of something, but I'm like, unfortunately didn't get a plushie today. We didn't get a plushie today. But I suppose that screenshot will have to do. Maybe we could do a screenshot of us with this, with the map. Don't think I've ever done that before. Let's try. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's just like us at the plot vibing. Do you know what I mean? It says it's... Whoa! Why is that so... Oh, it's because... I was like, why is that so... It's because, the angle of it. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to pop out of Palia because I'm, like, genuinely paranoid as heck that I will, like, somehow miss raiding out, which I know is a little bit maybe silly, but I just get so stressed about it. I get so stressed. Thank you so much for the lurkies. I appreciate it so much. Oh my God, guys, look how close the team is now. Ah, I've just seen it. Holy moly. That is so close. I still don't understand why the what is this called? What am I saying? The event list is over the top of here. Trying to find it if I can move it down. Team goal, alerts and events. Oh, I put them all together. I must have. There we go. Actually, was that on it before? Maybe it was. I don't know if I did my maths incorrectly before. Yeah, I did do. Oh, no, wait. Maybe not. Maybe £10 has been added from someone else as well. Because that's what? I'm trying to do it in my head. Yeah, no, it's different. 13 and 16. So it's £13 and 16 pence. And we've hit 2k. That's like it. Like, that's like crazy. The initial goal was like, I think we started on, I think it was 1,000, but we hit it really quite soon. That's wild. £13 and 13 pence in pounds. I don't know what that is in dollars. I can't do the conversion. It's too difficult. But that's wild. Oh my goodness. Absolutely wild. Honestly, I haven't really enjoyed doing the team campaign because I just feel like it's really cool getting to see the total of like the entire team combined. Is it £12? It is as well. Yeah, it is. I didn't see. Yeah, completely. I don't know why, but I always get really confused with that. I'm like, I see the 7. I'm like, oh, +3 is 10, but I'm like, yeah, because of the 8 is already there, so it would actually not be. It would need to be £12 and 16p. Which I don't actually think you can do 16p in donations, but maybe we'll go over it. I don't know. But we're only on the 19th. Like, the month is not at all up, which is amazing. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really, really appreciate it. This is my Discord and socials. I will grab you also the raid message for today. Please use this one instead of my usual one. I'm not going to pop that one out today. I've got this one. We're still a few minutes off, but I'm just going to get everything all ready. We are going to C7 and DR7. There is a link at the top, which I could actually copy the link here as well, just in case anyone's unpinned it, because I do that sometimes a lot, and I unpin things. This is who we're going to be going to. I presume they're live? Yes, 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 they are indeed. That's T. What are they doing? They're doing some co-working at the moment. We love to see it. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tomahawk, thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, that feels so special. I can't believe it happened on my stream. Oh my god. Ah. Oh my god, I have tears in my eyes. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, right, let's write you on the board because I can't, my brain is all blah. My brain is going silly. Oh my god, I can't even believe. Oh my god, that's so cool. I kind of want to take a screenshot. How do we do that? Can you do a screenshot of like a whole page? Actually, screw it, we'll just do this. I'm just going to get a screenshot of it because then I can show everyone in the team. All right, let's get your name real quick, friend. And then we'll be getting ready to raid out. But oh my gosh, I'm like speechless. Okay, here we go. Right. So it's copy, and then is it paste, reference, or duplicate? It's duplicate, right? And then is it? Please don't start. Yes, I done it right this time. Look, I did it right this time, everyone. I did the right one, so it did actually not do the... Didn't just change all of them by accident. All right, let's rename this as well. Amazing. I'm like, what the heck? Probably did a terrible job at clipping that as well. I'll have to go back in, but oh my gosh, thank you so much. I cannot even believe. Locked and loaded. There we go, perfect. Oh my gosh, that is so special. That is so special. I will get you a sticker as well. Yeah, like, why can't my brain understand? I'm going to pop this out as well, friends, in case anyone has missed it, because I definitely probably will need to copy it again. But this is going to be our raid message. I guess we can actually start the raid now, I suppose. I always get like so stressed out. Like, I'm always like, oh my god, I'm 2 minutes early, but they are live right now. So I think what we'll do is we will start this raid now and then we'll go over. So it is C7. There we go. Also, I might be saying their name really silly and it might not be that, but I'm just saying C7 and R7. I might just be being a bit silly. And like, I'm not always the best with like, if there's numbers in a name, like within the name itself, whether or not it's actually saying something else. Does that make any sense? But thank you so much, everyone, for the raids today. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the new follows as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those donations as well. C-Code and Domahoop, I really appreciate you so much. We did not unfortunately get a plushie today, but we still popped off in a big way. Yeah, I was like, sometimes I'm like, I'll say the full name and I'm like, it's definitely, they'll probably prefer shorter, but I was like, listen. But they're doing some co-working at the moment and they're currently just yapping, which is always super, super fun vibes. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I will be back throughout the week. I will need to try and sort out when I can actually go live, etc., etc. I am definitely live on Friday because I have an event, and I'm definitely live on Sunday because I also have another event that I'm part of as well. So I will be definitely streaming Friday and Sunday, but maybe hopefully a couple times as well throughout the week. I'm just going to see when is the best times that I can fit in with my spoons, etc., etc. But I really appreciate you all being here so much. Thank you for being here. Last minute if anyone hasn't got the raid message. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.